All right, hi again, first grade. This passage is Snow Fun. This was your reading passage for Thursday. It's also by Guy Belleranti, and I'm going to say the same thing I say in all these videos. If you're here for me to read to you, that's perfectly fine. I love it. But when you're done with the reading, I want you to pause your video, go answer the questions, and come back and replay the video so that you can get your answers. I want to continue to encourage you guys to be more independent because we're almost in second grade. If you've already read your passage and you've answered your questions, I want you to stick with me because we'll correct everything together. All right, Snow Fun by Guy Belleranti. Zoey looked out the window. It's snowing. Let's go out and play, Devon said. Yes, Grace said, we can make a snowman. They put on boots, coats, hats, and gloves. Then they ran outside. I think we should make a big snowman, Devon said. I think we should make a small one, Grace said. I have an idea we all might like, Zoey said. She told Devon and Grace her idea. Great idea, they said. They did not make a big snowman or a small snowman. They made 3 snow kids. They look like us, Devon said. You're right, Grace said. I wonder what else we can make. Zoey smiled. I have an idea. Seconds later, the friends were making and throwing snowballs. All right, so if you just needed me to read, pause the video, go answer the questions, and then come back to me. But we're going to move on to answering if you guys are already done. All right, so again, test-taking strategies. As you guys grow up and get into bigger grades besides first grade, you're going to come across multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and I want you to feel really good about how to attack those different types of questions. So in first grade, we're just kind of learning how to do those things. In second grade, you guys are going to start to see them on MAPS testing, and when you get into third grade and beyond, they're going to be all over the place. So I want you guys to have some exposure now so that you feel really good about it as you grow up. All right, number 1. What time of year does the story most likely take place? So when they're talking about take place, they want to know what time of the year. So letter A, is this happening in summer? No, we're going to eliminate that because we know we can't make snow people, snow kids in summer. They would melt. Fall, maybe in Colorado, sometimes it snows in the fall. Winter, ooh, I think definitely winter. We know that it's very snowy in the winter. Spring, no, we know that it mostly rains in the spring. So it's not likely that we're making snowmen and snow kids in spring. So let's go back to fall and winter. If I had to pick the best answer between these two, I'm going to say winter because I know, especially in Denver, most of our snow falls in the winter. Number 2, in the story, what do Grace and Devon disagree about? So disagree means that they don't have the same idea about something. So let's go back to our passage and we are going to read about what Grace and Devon disagree about. So we're here, we'll start somewhere in the middle. They put on boots, coats, hats, and gloves. Then they ran outside. So this is a good sentence for me to start with because I know that they didn't disagree about something before they got outside. So my answer has to come somewhere after this sentence. So I'm going to continue reading. I think we should make a big snowman, Devon said. So Devon wants to make a big snowman. I think we should make a small one, Grace said. So Devon wants to make a big one. Grace wants to make a small one. That's something where they have different ideas, so they're not agreeing. So I'm going to go back to my answer, and I'm going to fill in Grace and Devon disagree about the size of the snowman. Okay, you could also say something like Grace wants a small snowman, Devon wants a big snowman, something along those lines. They're disagreeing about the size of the snowman. Number 3, what does Zoey suggest as an activity all 3 of them will like? So I'm going to use this keyword Zoey because we've read a lot about Grace and Devon before. I'm going to go back to my text and find Zoey's name and see if I can get some information. So I am reading Grace, Devon, Grace, Zoey. Okay, so I'm going to start at the sentence before and after my keyword. So my keyword was Zoey. I have an idea we all might like, Zoey said. She told Devon and Grace her idea. So she gave the idea, but we still don't know yet what the idea was. So we're going to keep reading. Great idea, they said. They did not make a big snowman or a small snowman. So we still don't know what the idea was. They made 3 snow kids. So here is Zoey's idea. So whenever you find your keyword, you want to start at the sentence before and the sentence after. And if the sentence immediately after doesn't give you that answer, keep going until you find it. Okay, so we know that Zoey's idea was to make 3 snow kids. All right, number 4, another multiple choice question. So that means I'm going to be eliminating those answers that don't make sense and keeping the ones that might make sense until I find the best answer. Number 4, at the end of the story, what else do the kids make? A snow fort, a snowman, a sledding hill, or snowballs? So I didn't read anything about a snow fort. I'm going to cross it off. A snowman. Nope, they already made their snow kids, so that doesn't work. A sledding hill. No, I didn't read anything about a sledding hill. Snowballs. Yes. Not only did I definitely read something about them making snowballs, I also know that I've eliminated all my answer choices that don't make sense. So I'm going to go with this one. All right, we're going to work on the vocabulary. So again, it gets really tricky when I'm drawing those lines. So I'm going to write the letter next to it as well as draw the lines so you guys can track what we're doing. All right, so we're going to match the vocabulary word over here with the definition over here. So we're going to find the definition for the word coats. Keep your hands warm, made a happy face. Outer clothing you wear when it's cold outside. That sounds exactly like a coat. So that is letter C. Wonder. We've talked about this a lot, especially in modules. When we introduce something new, I'm always asking you guys, what do you wonder about? What are you curious about? So we are going to look through the definitions over here and see what we can find. So not an item, not a happy face, not an item. Think about or guess at. That sounds exactly like wonder. So when you make a wonder in the classroom, like we've been done a lot of wondering about birds, you guys will say things like, I wonder why birds don't have ears, or I wonder if birds have ears, or I wonder why penguins have different feet than an eagle. Okay, so that's something that you're thinking about or taking a guess at. Gloves. Items you wear on your hands to keep them warm. You definitely wear gloves on your hands. Letter A. Snowman. Not a happy face, not an item. A character made out of snow. Yes. Snowman is F. Boots. Happy face or items you wear on your feet to keep them warm and dry. Yes, we know that boots go on your feet and they keep you warm and dry. Letter D. Number 6, smiled. We have one answer choice left, but just because we have one left doesn't mean that we're automatically going to pick it. We still want to read it to make sure that it's our best answer. Smiled is to make a happy face. That is true. Letter B. All right, the last one is our writing prompt. So again, we have our introduction, our top hamburger bun. We have detail number 1, detail number 2 or 3, and our conclusion. This is the structure of your paragraph. Your introduction is your main idea. It has your focus statement and tells your reader what they're going to read about. Your details are that specific information that relate back to your big idea. And your conclusion wraps up your whole paragraph and reminds your reader what you are writing about. In first grade, we focus on those big 6 items. So grammar. Does your sentence make sense? Penmanship. Can you read your handwriting? Can someone else read your handwriting? Spacing, do you have good spacing between your words and letters? Nothing is jammed together. Spelling, did you try your very best to spell? Remember, we don't expect 100%, but we're at the point in our school year where a lot of those words that were tricky in kindergarten, we have some strategies to spell those. We also focus on punctuation. So a period, remember our little rhyme? Period is for telling, an exclamation point is for yelling, question mark is for asking, and capitals. Do you have capitals where they need to be and no capitals where they shouldn't be? All right, your prompt today is, in the story Snow Fun, Zoey, Devon, and Grace go outside to play in the snow. There's a couple questions. What is your favorite season? So a season is a time of year. In kindergarten, you guys did modules with trees, and you learned about what trees look like in different seasons. So remember, a season could be winter, like we're in right now, spring, summer, or fall. So which one is your favorite season? Ms. Ackerman loves fall, so I would write about fall. What are your favorite things to do outside at that time of year? So things to do outside at that time of year. Use complete sentences when you write your answer. First grade, I hope that you're writing with complete sentences. This is an expectation in class, and it's a continued expectation even though we're learning over YouTube right now. So we are always writing with complete sentences. So if I had Miss Ackerman to think about her favorite season, it would definitely be fall. When I'm outside during fall, I really like to take walks and look at all the pretty trees. I might go to a pumpkin patch and find the pumpkin that I'm going to carve. Or there's a place back home with my family in California called Apple Hill. We like to go up there because we can pick apples and drink cider and get pumpkins. And there's lots of fun activities to do outside. So I want you to think about your favorite season, winter, spring, summer, or fall, and what you like to do outside. Make sure you write in complete sentences. Make sure you have the structure of your paragraph, so your introduction, your details, and your conclusion, and you are self-editing for the big six. All of these things are a part of what makes your paragraph strong and your sentences make sense. All right, first grade, I'm excited to see what you guys write about. We have one more passage for the week, and then we will officially be on spring break. We'll see you soon.